empowering people to practice democracy in the digital world through identity. So digital identifier systems that we have today have some significant challenges. One, digital identifiers are assigned. We can get them, ooh, it's really touchy. Private namespaces. You probably have accounts with some of these folks. They ultimately are in control of the identifier you have in their system. Globally managed registries. These are managed at the global level. You often rent the identifiers you have in these systems, whether it's a domain name or a phone number. If you don't pay your phone bill, it is no longer your number. We have phone home architectures when we want to port identifiers. So there's a protocol called OpenID. If you've been asked to log in with Google, it uses this protocol. So they're phoning home. And there's no standardized way to share attributes today. Well, I'll get to how we do it in the new stuff we're working on, but it wasn't there. So let's look in the past a little bit. How have groups, organizations, and polities managed their boundaries in the past? And the contemporary institutions we had have evolved over the last 100 years, and so have the technologies we had to manage it, which is paper. We had internal record-keeping systems, and external documents like certificates and paper or plastic cards. So how does this work? We have a guild member, they pass their qualifications, and they get recorded in the list that the organization has and handed a paper certificate, and then they can share it with whoever they want. It's good technology. It's been working for hundreds of years. The community, what is going on? It's really, okay. The community I lead at the Internet Identity Workshop has been working on protocols and standards to get us digital identity that works at scale and is decentralized. So, identifiers outside of global registries or private namespaces. So we have invented a protocol called the Decentralized Identifier. It's a really long number. And it's standardized at the W3C. And there's an infinite number of them. For the technical among you, each decentralized identifier comes with a DID document that contains, importantly, a set of public keys and a set of service endpoints, which means we now have decentralized, globally resolvable public key infrastructure, which is really essential deep infrastructure to get us beyond the identifier systems that we've had in the past. And we've also worked on a way to standardize claims about people and organizations. So there's a protocol called verifiable credentials, also standard at the W3C, that provides us a way to have signed, portable digital proofs for organizations and people. So it works like this. An educational institution, for example, packages up a verifiable credential that says that a certain student has graduated and now has a degree. And the student can then make a verifiable presentation to a potential employer and share this information. And underneath it lies some technology that I don't have time to go into in this talk, but the issuer posts a decentralized identifier and a DID document to a place that other people can find it, and on the other end, the verifier can go look up that public key information and figure out whether it was valid or not. And I want to say that this format is very broadly expressive, has very broad expressive capacity. Any entity can use this to issue a credential to anybody for any reason. So all these creative uses, they can be used, and also formal institutions can use it. So the US government is issuing digital green cards using this format. You've got the state of California probably issuing driver's license in this format. So it's not specifically designed for states, but it can be used by them. But it can also be for all these creative community uses. And I want to close by saying these paper-based shapes that we've had working in our societies for hundreds of years are very similar to the verifiable credential-based shape. And don't phone home, which is really important, because most of the other systems we have do, and I'm being told to wrap it up. So thank you very much, and I look forward to exploring all this with you in the next few days.